Hey everyone, Gary here with Inclusive Imagination, and let's go over how to play with our Apprentice ICG with our Power Crystal expansion. So here's our box. I'm going to open the box. And there's two tuck boxes inside. We have Power Crystal and PC Upgrade tuck boxes. The Power Crystal box will have all of our Power Crystals. There's 10 different ones and 2 of each, so there's 20 cards in this one. And our PC or Power Crystal Upgrade tuck box is going to have upgraded versions of our Sage and Ranger cards and our new card called the... Why am I forgetting the name? With our new card called the Delver. And it also comes with a fun little, I guess it's large, Crystal Shard D4. That's also print and braille in the same dark glitter colorway. Super cool. So let's take a look at our PC upgrade cards. So we'll see there is 6 new cards in every class. Each are the same, just differently skinned as always. And so here's our first one. It's called the Delver. So it's a 0 power card, but with a new keyword called Boon, which means you can choose whatever keyword you want. It's a super powerful gift with our illustration showing that this dwarf has found the treasure deep underground. And what could it be? It is the boon. It is the gift of gifts. So that's pretty cool. So you can use it for some of our new Power Crystal keywords or the older ones. So let's move along. Our Rangers now have a keyword Destroy. So they destroy Power Crystals, active or passive. And then lastly, these are our upgraded Sage cards. They have a Summon keyword, which means we summon Power Crystals. And then each class has the same 6. And so you would take out your old Sages and your old Rangers, or we can call them the core Sages and core Rangers that don't have the keyword, and you'd put them away, and you'd add these ones too, or replace them. That's why it's called the PC upgrade deck. And then you also add the Delvers into each class as well. So you'd have a total of 32 cards per class. Awesome. Okay, and here are our new Power Crystal cards. So there are 2 of each card. We have the Dragon's Bane Power Crystal with keyword Epic Smite and a power level P. So this means it's a passive Power Crystal. That means we lay it down as soon as we draw it. And it has a passive ability, means that it's always happening or always occurring during play until it's destroyed or stolen, as you'll see. But the keyword here is Epic Smite, and that means all your cards have Smite, or the ability to auto-win against the dragon. All right, next is Grindstone, also a passive Power Crystal. Crumble means every time your opponent rolls the d12, you get to roll the d4 and subtract that much power. So if they rolled a 10, you rolled a 2, they would only have 8 power. Photosynthesis Stone, one of my favorite names, is Grow. So for every roll that you make, you get to grow it. So if you rolled a 10 on the d12 and you rolled a 1 on d4, you now have a power level of 11. Wonder Pendulum, also a passive ability, has the keyword Trance. That means you could keep 3 cards total in your hand, in addition to any active Power Crystals that you have. So that's cool. That's kind of a fun card. Our D4 Power Crystal is an active Power Crystal, means you keep them in your hand and you play them whenever you want. Has an Epic Chance. That means you pick a number on the D4 and you get 2 chances to roll for it and win. Next, we have Fire Crystal with the keyword Burn. That means you can have you or your opponent re-roll. You burn a roll and then they re-roll. So if it was an opponent's had a good roll, you can say, I want to burn that roll. Or if you had one, you say, I want to burn that roll as well, and then re-roll. Next, we have Forever Stone, which is Rally, a familiar keyword where you can bring another card into play in addition to this Power Crystal. Gonk with the keyword Power. It's one of my favorite illustrations of this wooden little lawn gnome. Has a keyword Power, and he's active, so he's going to play in your hand. You can play whenever you want. This doubles a character's power. And then our next power crystal is the Gravity Gem. It is active. It has the keyword pull, and that steals an opponent's power crystal. Pretty cool. And then lastly, we have another active power crystal called the Harbingers, and that is enchant. So we roll the d12 for extra power. And so the way power crystals work is if it's passive, you lay it down on the table with your other cards, and this just has a passive ability. If it's active, you keep it in your hand and you play it when you want. And if, say it's destroyed by the sage, it goes into, or sorry, it's going to be destroyed by the ranger. It's going to go into the ranger's discard right away. And that is a quick explanation about our fun power crystal cards that add a little more complexity to our game of Apprentice ICG. So how do the power crystals work in play? So all 20 power crystals start face down in a separate pile, and it's basically a draw pile for power crystals. So every time there's a summon card, you can summon a power crystal. So how you do that is, let's see what we got. So, oh, awesome. So Ember played a Sage, so they have a summon keyword. And so as soon as they play this, they're going to draw 2 power crystals, decide on the one they want, and then put the other one underneath the power crystal pile. And they wanted a passive power crystal, so they're going to lay it down on the table for everybody to see. They have Epic Smite, so every card has the dragon. So if Glacier foolishly played a dragon, they would lose. But they're actually going to play a Frozen Ranger. Oh no! So Frozen Ranger destroys the power crystal automatically, goes into the Ranger's discard. However, Cinder Sage is 6 power, Frozen Ranger is 5 power, so Orange wins, Ember wins. And so Ember is going to start the next round. Ooh, they want their Ember Delver, Boon. They decide that Boon is going to be a summon because they love playing with power crystals, so they're going to draw 2. More Dragon's Bane, and they're decided that they want to play Grindstone. So it's passive, they're going to put it in play right away. Glacier plays, they play Boon as well. So this Boon could either destroy it right away if they wanted to, or they could draw another power crystal or summon, or they could rally or enchant or whatever they want because it's Boon. The world is your oyster. So, but they like playing with power crystals, so they're going to draw 2 as well. And of course, it's 2 passive ones, and I'm going to keep drawing until I get an active one. There we go. Woo, they wanted Fire Crystal. That's the one that they got. And so they're going to keep this power crystal in their hand and play it whenever they want when possible. But if Ember plays a Ranger card, it destroys, it takes it out of their hand and they give it up. And then it goes in their discard pile. And so that's how that interaction works. The Rangers that destroy the power crystals always get to put the power crystal in their discard for that extra point. And then they're just a 5 power card on the table. Yay.